Good evening. I'm Drew Boardman. Coming up in the newscast, new legislation advances marriage equality, and Congress plans to determine the outcome of an important event.
And I'm Candace Peterson with an update on Kutztown's cross-country team and highlights for KU's upcoming football game.
Casey Montague will be joining us tonight as well with your Berks County weather forecast, and Haley Bianco with the Hollywood Minute. Stay tuned. Newsbreak begins now. Kutztown University Professor of Social Work, Dr. Janice Gasker, has been named Pennsylvania's Social Worker of the Year by the Washington, D.C.-based National Association of Social Workers. Gasker was honored at the ceremonies at the organization's annual leadership meeting in Valley Forge, PA, in mid-October. Gasker is being recognized for her significant contributions to the Berks County area, her leadership with the university, its students and faculty, and for her work towards the passage of legislation related to the license of baccalaureate-level social workers in Pennsylvania. At KU, she serves as the director for the Bachelor of Social Work program and is involved with research related to the development of curriculum and measuring student learning outcomes. She has professional expertise and work with developmentally disabled people, adolescents, and families, as well as sexual abuse survivors. President Barack Obama reclaimed his title Tuesday as he was re-elected President of the United States, beating Republican opponent Mitt Romney. Though this was the biggest news from the election, it wasn't the only interesting outcome after the votes were tallied. Tuesday, a few states took gigantic leaps forward in the ongoing fight of marriage equality and the legalization of marijuana. Maine, Maryland, and Washington have become the three newest states to approve gay marriage after the ballots were counted on November 6th. They joined Connecticut, Iowa, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and New York. For Washington, this wasn't the only big change that happened for their state on Tuesday. They were the second state, following Colorado, to legalize marijuana for recreational use to anyone 21 and over. Many people feel that this is a huge breakthrough for the states and are greatly anticipating the change that will happen in the years to come. At this time, Congress is also discussing the possibility of making Puerto Rico the newest addition to the United States. We will keep you updated in the weeks to come. We now turn the show over to our very own Haley Bianco for today's Hollywood Minute.
Thanks, Drew. Hey everyone, I'm Haley Bianco, and I'll tell you all you need to know about your favorite celebrities right here on Newsbreak's Hollywood Minute. In light of the presidential election, let's talk about the re-elected vice president. On November 15th, Joe Biden will make an appearance on NBC's hit show, Parks and Recreation. In the episode, Amy Poehler, who plays Leslie, will meet her #1 crush, Joe Biden, at the White House. On the show, Poehler's character described her ideal man as having the brains of George Clooney and the body of Joe Biden. We'll have to watch the show next week and see what happens. Now let's talk about celebrities that are reaching out after Hurricane Sandy. Days after the storm devastated the East Coast, Hollywood stars joined forces in a telethon that raised $23 million for hurricane victims. Celebs like Christina Aguilera, Tina Fey, Jon Bon Jovi, and Bruce Springsteen all pulled together on November 2nd for the event called Hurricane Sandy Coming Together. After getting involved with the relief effort, MTV's Jersey Shore has announced they are joining forces with the group Architecture for Humanity for a live benefit that will air on November 15th. The 1-hour Restore the Shore special will feature Snooki and the rest of the Jersey Shore crew collecting donations from the MTV Times Square studios. The money raised will go toward efforts to rebuild Seaside Heights. Also helping out are personal donations from celebrities like Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell donated $25,000. ABC has also announced that it has raised $16.8 million from its Day of Giving relief efforts. If you would like to help, you can text Red Cross to 90999 to give a $10 donation. Well, that's all I have for you today in this week's Hollywood Minute. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for your weekly Hollywood update. Now, back to you at the desk.
So, Drew, who did you vote for at this election?
I voted for Regina George because she got hit by a bus. How about you, Candace?
Well, I voted for Katie Heron because she pushed her.
We'll be right back after this. So, Candace, that was a pretty intense storm we had.
I know, I had a whole week off from classes.
I know, it was pretty crazy. And now here to tell us about the weather is Casey.
Thanks, Drew and Candace. Hey there, Kutztown. I'm Casey Montague here with your weather. Let's take a look at what's going outside right now. Currently, it's 50 degrees out, cloudy, a little sunny. Tonight, it's going to be dropping to 28 degrees, so make sure if you're going out, you really bundle up because it's cold. And on Friday, a high of 51 and a low of 34, sunny. Now for your 5-day forecast. On Saturday, a high of 56, a low of 39. On Sunday, a high of 61 and a low of 42. On Monday, a high of 62 and a low of 52. Tuesday, 53 and a low of 32, and it will be raining, so make sure you bring your umbrella. And on Wednesday, a high of 44 and a low of 30. Back to you guys.
This weekend, the Sub Movie Series is proud to present The Bourne Legacy. The movie is showing Thursday and Friday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. The movie will be shown in the Alumni Auditorium and is free of charge to the public. Are you interested in jazz music? Are you looking for something relaxing and enjoyable to do? Well, look no further. After Hours Jazz Choir will be performing their fall concert Friday night at 7:30 in the Georgian Room. Come out for a night of great music directed by Neil Kirkwood and performed by the one and only After Hours Jazz Choir. Admission is free to the public. The Sigma Gamma chapter of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia and the Mu Zeta chapter of Sigma Alpha Iota will be hosting an Ace of Cakes fundraiser in the MSU. You can either pay $5 to enter a cake, or on the day of the event, you can pay $3 to sample the cakes and vote on which one you think is the best. If you would like to enter a cake, visit Facebook and search Ace of Cakes. There you can leave a message on their page to get involved. The best baker who has the best tasting cake will win a $20 gift card to Sheetz. The event will be hosted on Tuesday, November 13th at the MSU's formal dining room. So come out and support these fine Greek organizations. And we now turn to a special report from our very own Matt Peterson, who has information on a new recycling program here at KU with opportunities for students to get involved.
There's a new recycling program on Kutztown's campus. Spark is a project designed to keep our campus community clean. As Steph Klein, the building director of Burks Hall, an active member of the Spark Committee, explains, the initiative began with other organizations with a goal to improve managing waste at KU.
Spark is a stem-off of a group called Noresco, and Noresco came to Kutztown a few years ago, and we decided that it would be a good idea to see what would happen if we got some student feedback, and that's where Spark came from.
There are many neat ideas and concepts that Spark will activate throughout the school year, all of which have a general purpose of improving waste management and cleaning up the KU carbon footprint.
The focus and the goal of the committee is to enhance recycling at Kutztown.
Students are the main drive behind this organization and are the people that help plan and organize events to take the initiative to the next level.
A lot of programming is happening in the future. We're looking to do single stream recycling, which is pretty much everything that you throw away will be thrown into one recycling bin as opposed to multiple trash cans. The only thing that will really get thrown away will be anything contaminated with food. Everything else will be thrown into recycling.
There are many ways to get involved in Spark. It starts in the residence halls on campus. Old Main, Beck, Dietrich, Johnson, and Burks are just some of the student boards that are involved in the Spark community.
Each hall council has about 6 students involved. There's 13 hall councils on campus. So bring them all together and there's a lot. And not only that, we have an RHA committee and also we have a general board committee as well.
With a thanks to Steph Klein and group members Ian Parrison and Calvin Spoen, I'm Matt Peterson with Kutztown University Television.
So, Drew, I heard that you're in the jazz concert.
I actually am. I'm part of After Hours. And if you guys would like to come out, my best friend Caroline and I are doing a duet. So maybe it's called Outside for the season. So I hope to see you guys there.
We'll be right back after this.
Kick it.
The Kutztown University's women's cross-country team is ranked 27th in the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association final regular season rankings in the NCAA Division II. The team finished in 4th place at the NCAA Atlantic Regional in the 6,000-meter course. They just missed the Division II cross-country championships by 1 spot. However, the team made the record of best time since the last race in 2010. Special recognition to Stephanie Borland as she led the Golden Bears to 8th place and earned the All-Atlantic Region honors. This was Borland's first time running for KU and her first time winning an All-Region award. Congratulations. For the men's cross-country team, Eli Weeks is also to be recognized for his All-Region award. This was Weeks' second All-Region after earning it last year for placing 16th overall at the 2011 NCAA Atlantic Regionals. The men's cross-country team finished 9th overall at this year's Atlantic Regional, with Weeks leading KU and claiming 20th place. The Kutztown Golden Bears football team finished their game against Millersville with a huge victory of 59-3. Running backs Curtis Wortham and Adrian Sterling both racked up over 160 yards apiece as KU posted a season-high 366 rushing yards to go with 5 scores. Wortham was very impressive for Kutztown, totaling 186 rushing yards on 18 carries, marking the 3rd time this season the junior had surpassed the 100-yard mark. He also found the end zone 3 times in 3 consecutive games, totaling 15 scores on the year. Sterling had an equally impressive day, registering a career-high 169 yards. Also, the KU Golden Bears will be on the road this weekend when they travel to Edensboro for an away game on Saturday at noon. Here's a taste of what you can expect for this weekend's game.
That's all we have for you tonight. We'll see you again Tuesday.
For Drew, Casey, Haley, and the rest of the crew,
Stay golden, Kutztown.
good night. No, not all. I always have. I know.